The reason I can't go beyond 15 minutes, I want to tell you, even though I'm doing right back to back, I'm doing back to back anyway. YouTube has this policy that you can only attach 2 channels to one phone number. Well, I've had 6 or 7 channels. This is stuff I didn't even want to tell you about me. Maybe some of you know me from my past. I mean, I look a little different, definitely a lot different, and I feel different, and my message is different. Sort of, it is. But I've had I've probably done 300 to 400 videos, and I do them on this. I do them on a cell phone. I had a laptop one time. I burned it up. I did it. I don't even get into it. It quit on me. But the last video I did on it was 8 hours and 34 minutes long. I'm not kidding, man. And that laptop is in hell now for all I care. I hope somebody got it and they look at it and say, who on earth is this weirdo? Because I was talking crazy. That's another reason I know I'm a prophet. But let me reiterate, that doesn't make me special. What it does is means that I'm yielded to the Spirit of Jesus Christ, so I have divine revelation. And I get that by asking Jesus simply when I open the Bible, Lord, help me understand it. And that's all you have to say. Because if you're a Christian, you already have Jesus, you already have the Spirit of God in you. And Jesus, He's just waiting for you to ask. People like to say, it's salvation, not going to be open, seeking to find. Yes, it was, but there's more to that. Never stop knocking, never stop seeking, and you'll never stop finding. And more often than not, I like to quote Ed Roland, Collective Soul. I think he's an angel too. That he has his songs. I don't know if he intends to do it. I think he does. I've been reading lyrics to songs, and you'll hear it different than what it says. You're like, wait a minute. Like, sometimes the pilots have Sour Girl, and I had a problem with the girl here. Nothing sexual or anything like that. I just had a problem with it, and we split apart ways. Well, Sour Girl is about that. She was a sour girl the day that she... But it says met or let, and it sounds like it's different, like lead. I'm trying to think of one in particular. Alice in Chains does it too. I'm revealing my musical taste. Buckethead doesn't, because he just turns on a guitar and turns into... He's an incredibly fascinating person. Frank Zappa and Jimi Hendrix, oh my goodness. But let me get back to the issue at hand, which I actually didn't... I'm just going to talk. If you disagree with me, I don't. I do care. I'm not concerned with that. I'm not concerned that you think anything about me. I'm very concerned that you not go to hell. So if I can help you with that in any way, first I want you to see that I do know the Bible. I don't have to go read it. I can tell you what book. I don't remember numbers and references, but I know that Bible because I was in prison and jail almost 20 years of my life. That's no lie. I was going to show my records on here, but there's idiots out there that, well, we're going to go get this guy, because I talk about white supremacists. I talk about evil white people. You want to know the greatest evil? White people have done a lot of evil, okay? White people murdered millions of Jews. White people murdered probably, I don't want to say millions, but thousands of black people. And they tortured them for years. But there's something else. I missed it. I know some of you didn't. I missed it. This land we're sitting on, when we say this land is your land, this land is mine, they're not including the American Indian. They're saying to other white people, this land's your land's mine. No, it's not. No, it's not, motherfucker. This land belonged to Indians, Native Americans. This is their land. It's not your land. It's not your land now, and it's going to be taken back from you. You better hear what I'm saying to you. It's already being taken back. Look what you're doing to it. Look what you're doing to this country. Why are jobs going overseas? Why are we trillions of dollars in debt? Why are we polluting our rivers? In my home state of West Virginia, almost heaven, West Virginia, they got these industrialists. They go in there, they want coal so fast. They want it fast. And they want to take all these lovely, beautiful mountain people who don't have jobs. My state's small, man. it's the second poorest state in the nation. And it's the one everybody inbred jobs. Oh yeah, look, you're looking at a hillbilly. And you're looking at one you better not look at too long. Because by God, I get angry and I'm going to calm down. Because what happens when you take the top of a mountain off? Literally, that's what they do. And then they bring in these big machines. You've seen them, the tires, the guy standing in front of the tire. They get all the coal. And then they just plant some seed, little topsoil, and they leave. Well, all that dirt they scraped off, especially as it gets close to a coal seam, and then that's exposed, leaches out heavy metals, mercury, all types of things that are buried in the ground. Do those things have uses? Of course, not on the surface. On the surface, they kill things. So when they put this dirt into ravines, I gotta check as I get going, I'm sorry. The dirt just gets pushed in between that mountain and the next one. And so it kind of fills that in. Rain's still going to come. It's still going to rain. It rains a lot in the mountains of West Virginia and Appalachia and mountains, period. That's because God did it that way. So the rains would come, and mainly snow, and then that snow melts slowly all summer and feeds the streams. It feeds the streams. We dam them up, cool, and we get electricity from it, and we get water. We actually live off of the way God has designed the earth. For you intelligent design people, oh my goodness. Well, there's not a God, but there's some sort of intelligent design. Really? I thought we came from apes and stuff. Yes, we do come from apes, but in the earth there's no God, but it's intelligent design. Could you repeat that? It's intelligent. Let me ask you something about intelligence, sir, since you know everything. You work for Google, or you're a great scientist. Tell me about artificial intelligence. Well, one day it's just going to be so smart, it's going to take a life of its own. Really? That's amazing, man, but I just got a question. What do you mean about artificial intelligence? Well, that just means that the machine will begin to, excuse me, sir, artificial intelligence. Artificial? What's artificial? What do machines do? They do what they're told to do. Computers are programmed. You got people that believe, and they make these spooky videos, you go on YouTube, the 10 most scariest things, and it's a bunch of crap. That's demons and Satan playing with people to lead them away from the ancient manuscripts that I'm reading out of. And I'm telling you the truth because I have divine revelation, because I'm a prophet. And again, that does not make me anything, except I've yielded to Jesus Christ, and you can too. You can too. Maybe one of these days I'll tell you how. I don't think I need to. It's not my calling. You have a Bible, get in it, and find it yourself. Or you might wind up dead a second time. There is a second death. Find that too. You know what Ed Roland said? He says, the truth that you find will always be the truth you hide. And the words that you fear will always be the words you hear. You won't listen to that. Oh yes, let me finish my conversation with this other person here. Oh ma'am, horoscope. Oh yeah, fascinating. Yeah, I got all those animals and names and everything. Could you just tell me one thing? I read my horoscope the other day, and it said, it quoted the Bible. And, I know it's true. I know it's true. Yes, those horoscopes are very accurate. Okay, and you mean millions and millions of whoever reads that, it's for them? Yes, of course. It's divine. Oh, okay, well, okay, I'll leave you with that. Actually, I looked up that Bible, and let's just do it. I can just thumb this Bible, and I can go to a verse just like this. Well, let's see what it says. That's weird. Yours will say you will meet someone special today. Okay, I believe that. This one says, and Judas went out and hanged himself. It doesn't make any sense. I'll just do it again. Let's do it. I don't even want to look at it because I know it's going to be the opposite of what I think. Just like horoscopes are the opposite. They're not true. This one says, go thou and do likewise. Those are actual scriptures in the Bible, guys. People think that they have divine revelation. Those are demons. I'm just going to tell you, you think there aren't demons? What the Apostle Paul said, Christians, listen to this. Christians, if you don't believe, I don't care if you can shut this thing off because you don't believe anything I'm saying anyway, but you're going to believe it one day. Yes, you're going to believe it one day because I'm going to ask you why you didn't believe it. How are you going to do that? Well, my Bible says that one day, Jesus said, know you not, or Paul, the Word of God says, know you not that you will judge angels. That's in the Bible. If I'm going to judge angels, I'm going to judge the demons that influenced you. And I just had a conversation with those demons. They're here listening to me right now, and I don't care. I was going to cuss, I can cuss. Paul said I can do anything I want. I can do all things. That's what Paul said. It's lawful for me to do everything. But, here's the kicker. Not all things are expedient. Not everything is good for me. Paul could do anything. He said it. The same guy that says, I do what I hate. The same guy that was on the side of the road. He wrote, we're hungry and we're thirsty and we don't have any certain dwelling place. I mean, to this hour, we're beaten, we're buffeted, and we don't have anywhere to go. Paul was homeless. But you look at this warrior of God, and you look at another warrior of God right now, because I'm going to tell you the truth. I want you to know that, and I mean that sincerely. I do get dramatic, but I'm going to do my best in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ to tell you the truth, because I'm bound by truth. Jesus is the truth, and Jesus is in me, and he's in you if you're saved. And I have just a couple of minutes left. I'm sorry to lose track, guys, I'm sorry. Let me just tell you how you accept Jesus Christ. How do you get born again? It's not that complicated. It really is so simple, it almost scares me to say it. Let me just quote the Word of God, John 3:16. For whosoever, let's see, no, I almost went to the clincher verse. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. Where is baptism? Where is all the other rules man likes to throw in that's divided them into denominations? Paul made it very clear. Very clear. And I don't mean to leave that. I think I just finished it. It's by faith. It's by faith alone. It's not by works. Baptism is a work, and you should get baptized immediately after you're born again. Immediately. It means it's a very important thing. God has us do things. They mean things to us. It's a symbolic washing away of your sins. He just did it for you, so he wants you to understand that, because we can't see God or we'll die. And I don't hear Jesus' voice, okay? I hear him in my spirit, but I don't hear it. I don't hear the voice. I'd probably die. Paul did. I gotta finish with that. I'll just finish with that and I'll be right back. Paul was on the way to Damascus to get Christians and lock them up or kill them. He's on the way. Jesus smacks him off his horse, literally. And the people that were there with him, they said they heard a rumble or something. Jesus spoke to Paul, and he told him, Saul, his name was Saul. He said, Saul, why are you persecuting me? Watch what Paul says. Who are you, Lord?